Hey everybody, how's it going? It's a Daily Shooter, and today we're going to be taking a look at a very powerful headlamp. This is the Thrunite TH10 V2. Let's get started. Okay, so the Thrunite TH10 V2. This is a very powerful headlamp, like I was saying before. Basically what you have here is a headlamp that's capable of 2,100 lumens. To me, that is absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm still amazed at the amount of output that you can get out of lights these days, but the fact that you can take one of these lights that has that kind of output and put it in a headlamp just means that you just have an immense amount of brightness that's, you know, hands-free. That's a big thing about headlamps. If you're wondering whether or not you want a headlamp or you need a headlamp, if you ever do work and you want to be able to work hands-free, it's perfect. So if you're working on your car, if you're somebody like me who has a hobby like firearms and you need to see little parts, and you do a lot of work at night when the kids are asleep, trust me, a headlamp is going to come in really handy. Now the great thing about this headlamp is it has several different modes, and these modes allow you to go from extremely low amounts of light that'll make the battery last forever, all the way up to that, you know, brightest 2100 lumens on turbo. So you have a lot of versatility in the amount of light that you get out of this headlamp. On top of that, you can take this headlamp and convert it to a standard Edc pocket flashlight, which is great. The overall size and shape means that it's going to fit real well in your pocket. It's not going to be too big. It's not going to be too small where you can't get your hand around it. It's just kind of like a really good size standard EDC light. The only difference being that a standard EDC light would have the bezel and the lens up on the top right here, where on this one there's going to be a button on the top and the actual lens of the flashlight is located on the side. So instead of holding it straight in front of you like this, you're going to kind of hold it up in front of you like a lamp. So that'd be the only difference. But a lot of versatility in the amount of light that you can use, and a lot of versatility in the way that you can use the flashlight. So again, headlamp or EDC. Now, just like a lot of other Thrunite flashlights, the Thrunite TH10 V2 comes with a rechargeable 18650 and a way to charge it directly through the flashlight. So if you're somebody who's maybe new to premium flashlights, or somebody who's been typically using a flashlight that uses a single AAA or a AA, something like that, and you maybe are a little bit worried about converting to a more efficient battery like the 18650, you don't have to worry about buying anything else. You buy the flashlight, it comes with a rechargeable battery and a micro USB cable. That micro USB cable actually plugs into the side of this flashlight right here, and then into a USB source. So you can plug it into your computer, you can plug it into your cell phone charger, a USB source in your vehicle, whatever, plug it into the side, and that will charge the battery directly. So you don't need to worry about buying extra batteries, you don't need to worry about buying extra chargers or anything like that. It's already set up and ready to go, and since you can plug this into so many different outlets, including solar panels, I've used solar panels to charge my flashlights in the past, you don't have to worry about buying all that extra stuff. So it's a lot easier to take the plunge into a premium flashlight, knowing that, you know, there's not any extras that you need to get into. Now, we've talked about this flashlight being used for EDC and how it's a good size for EDC. All you have to do is just throw on the included pocket clip, throw it in your pocket, and you're good to go. But it is intended to be used as a headlamp. So let's talk about the head strap for a little bit. Now, this head strap is actually really nice. This one has the one that goes around your head and over the top of your head. It has rubber O-rings on the front. That's what holds the light on. And that also gives the light a little bit of tension so that you can rotate the light up or rotate the light down depending on, you know, how much light you actually need. So you can rotate it inside those rubber O-rings, and then obviously you have your standard adjustments. It's very soft on the inside. As a matter of fact, it's softer on the inside than it is on the outside. And I've worn this for up to 4 hours at a time, and I've never had an issue. Previous models of Thrunite flashlights, Thrunite headlamps at least, have had very similar style straps, and they all work really well. So very comfortable if you're going to be using this, you know, for work or on a daily basis. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this bad boy outside so I can show you guys exactly what it's capable of. Now remember, this is a headlamp with 2100 lumens capable of throwing over 300 meters, so it definitely has some stats behind it. But as we take it outside, we'll go over what those different lumen outputs are. Now, turbo is where you get your 2100 lumens. That is only going to stay on for just a couple minutes before the flashlight automatically dims down a bit. That's pretty much the same for all high output flashlights. They do that to preserve the LED and to preserve the flashlight and the battery itself. So that'll dim down to about 753 lumens, still very bright, and the 753 lumens will last for about 73 minutes. You have high mode, which is 1100 lumens, and that will last for 90 minutes. Medium, 350 lumens. Medium low, which is 138 lumens, that'll last for 13 hours. Low, which is 37, That'll last for 57 hours. Firefly, which is 1 lumen, and I know I say this every single time, but you'd be surprised how much light you actually get out of 1 lumen. That 1 lumen will last for 40 days. So in an extreme emergency, you do have light for 40 days. And then it also has an SOS feature, which runs at 630 lumens. That'll run for 265 minutes. So again, a pretty good amount of output. This has a beam distance of 307 meters. It is water resistant to 1.5 meters, which is IPX certified, and it's also drop resistant. So it has a lot of the same features that you see in a lot of previous Thrunite flashlights, but again, some of the more key features on this one are the ability to provide a large amount of light. Now, another nice thing about this flashlight is if you're wearing it on your head, you can still see when the battery is getting low. A traditional flashlight may have a light on it. This one does as well. That changes color when the battery starts to go bad. But on this one, if you're wearing it on your head and you can't see the flashlight, it gives you a visual indicator that once the battery hits about 10%, it will flash 3 times, and then it'll continue to do that every so often to let you know that the battery is beginning to get to that low level and you need to switch the battery out. So again, it gives you that visual indicator by flashing the light 3 times. If you're using it in a point like an EDC light and you can see the flashlight itself, you'll see that the actual clicky part of the flashlight will turn red, and when it turns red, it lets you know again that the battery level is getting low. When the battery level is good, it's going to be blue. So you'll be able to see that red right there and know that your flashlight needs a new battery. So again, I like the fact that they thought of that, both a visual indicator for in your hand and a visual indicator for when it's on your head. Now, in full transparency, Thrunite did send this out to the channel for me to review for you guys. I will put links down below if you guys are interested in the Thrunite TH10 V2. Thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.